everybody, my name is Eric Hopkins. This is my good buddy Brandon, and welcome to our YouTube channel. If you're finding us for the very first time, please click that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when we put up new content right here on this channel. Sorry there's not been a whole lot of content this week, but it's been a hectic week and a half for us here at our day job. So we'll be trying to get some more content out here before too much longer. Probably going to let everybody know, if you're watching this and been watching our NFL recap shows, may not be doing them each week anymore. We just kind of felt like it's not really going over as well as we'd like. Maybe we'll talk some Indianapolis Colts stuff, because me and Brandon are both Colts fans, so we may do a podcast here and there talking about the Colts. But
sad as I am about that shit.
Yeah, but at least that's something we can both kind of relate to. And some of the other games, we don't always get a chance to watch them all anyway, so we felt like maybe it's something we shouldn't do each week. But we do want to plan on doing our wrestling recap shows, and of course Mike's wrestling fun facts and trivia that we want to get into here right now that we haven't. It didn't come out the normal day. Another thing about the channel, seems like we're going to maybe kind of do just maybe release videos whenever we can, not so much keep to a strict schedule each week. The wrestling recap show will probably be on a set day, probably still Thursdays here on the channel. But other than that, it's just going to be kind of like, all right, when can we find the time to do it? But we will still be putting out a Mike's Wrestling Trivia each and every week. So with that being said here, let's move on to the trivia, and let's see what Mike has for us this week, and we'll do our best to try to answer it. So let's check it out. Here we go.
In April of 2018, the WWE made the first of many controversial and rather pointless trips to Saudi Arabia to hold big events for the idiot prince over there, who is such a big wrestling fan that he didn't even realize that guys like Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior weren't even still alive when he requested that they be part of the very first event that WWE would hold, called the Greatest Royal Rumble. Now, the Greatest Royal Rumble, as you might remember, featured 50 superstars competing in the Royal Rumble match, the largest ever. It was won by Braun Strowman. Now, my only question for the guys who I think I've been wanting more recent trivia questions is simply this. What number did Braun Strowman enter to win that Greatest Royal Rumble? I'll give you a clue. It was in the 40s. It most definitely was not number 50. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and if you are like Eric and enjoying that football season is back, I just hope that Eric has not yet jinxed your NFL team like he has done to so many other teams and so many other people in the past, especially when he posted a meme about how in the more recent seasons, when a team has had this certain week on the bye, they just happen to have won the Super Bowl. Can you believe that his team, the Colts, actually had that bye week this week? And of course, he had to post about it, and look how they're doing. 0-3. Eric, why be such a douche? If y'all haven't done it, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you too can be informed when new content is up on the page. Hope you all have a fabulous and unjinxed week, and I will see you again next time.
Oh, dear God. Yeah. Well, it's apropos that I talked about our NFL recap show here, and he brings that little nugget up. Which, yeah. So, yeah, Colts fan. But, you know, what can you do? I mean, hey, I didn't jinx them the year they won the Super Bowl, so there's that, Mike. So stick that up your tailpipe and shove it.
So we know who to blame.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's probably all my fault. I mean, I've been known to jinx a highlight reel. So,
no,
I mean,
he straight up called you a douchebag.
Sorry, Colts fans. It's probably my fault. I apologize. Diehard fan here, but at the same time, we've seen some ups and some downs. But yeah, it's been a rough start to the season. But anyway, that's NFL talk. We'll try to move on from that as best as we can. Mike likes to throw those little, digs at me, so that's probably why we call him Digger off camera here. But
brother.
But anyway, the Saudi Arabia 50-man Royal Rumble. Personally, I don't even count those Saudi Arabia Royal Rumbles. I know WWE does, but to me, they're not the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble takes place in January. The winner gets a title shot at WrestleMania. That's the Royal Rumble to me. But I get it. Saudi pays big money, even though the prince has no clue who was on the roster. Apparently, that's a true story, by the way, about Yokozuna and
hilarious.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. But yeah, anyway, I digress on that one. I have my own opinions on the Saudi Arabia shows. I'm sure many people do. And I'll flat out go ahead and totally be honest with you here on the channel. We're not going to review that show here on the YouTube channel because it's like, first of all, it takes place like 3:00 in the afternoon. We're working, so there's no way for us to really get into it too much. And to be honest, the shows
I ain't watching that shit when I get home either.
Yeah,
So-
and it's hard for us to get through WWE programming right now anyway, which is why sometimes on our recap shows we may just kind of skim through the highlights of WWE here going forward to save some time and some stress on our part. But yeah, as for this question though, Braun Strowman in the 40s,
45,
but not number 50. That's a good. I mean, it's as good a guess as any. Like I said, I don't even think I ever even watched this Rumble. So
I didn't. I know for a fact I didn't. I know we were at work when it was on.
Yeah, and obviously I saw the highlights of Titus tripping.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was this one or the one they did after this, but either
Oh
way,
no, but that was the best part. That was the best one.
yeah. And look how well that helped out Braun Strowman's career, winning that Rumble. By the way, who is no longer with the company. So, I mean, so what? But anyway, yeah, 45.
45.
I guess I'll take 47. Let's just be different here. All right, let's see what the question. Let's see what the answer is. We know what the question is. The answer is Braun Strowman would win the Greatest Royal Rumble, entering the match at 41. So both of us off there. The same number of the Super Bowl the Colts last won. But hey,
Wow.
I wonder if I see what he did there. He would eliminate 13 men, the last being Big Cass. Well, there's a name who you don't hear much of anymore either. In the grand scheme of things, the win, like the event, was meaningless. Personally, I would hate having to go to Saudi Arabia or with Eric to Iowa to find the Mall of America, because at one point I think I did say I thought it was in Minnesota. Yeah. Well, no, I said it was in Iowa. Yeah, because my brother-in-law lives in Iowa with my sister, and we were going to the Mall of America one weekend, and I just assumed it was in Iowa, and I didn't think it was actually one state above in Minnesota. But anyway, that's a long story. He loves to just make fun of me at every passing turn here. So
I'm trying not to myself right now. Right?
Yeah, I know. I make a pretty easy target, but you know.
Why? Why do you do this? You
I don't know, man. You know, that's all right. I'm gonna start fighting back one of these days, and y'all.
You give me these and like I'm supposed to ignore them. Like I'm supposed to be like, no, Brandon, be a better friend than that. And I'm like, yes, Brandon, you should be a better friend than that. And then you say shit, and I'm like,
Mike's like, take the low road. You know, that's just no, yeah, okay. I don't know where to go with that after this. I really don't.
I don't either, man. This is press forward. Now you're making it weird.
But we'll post the highlights to this. Looks like he put the highlights to the 50-man Greatest Royal Rumble. We'll be putting that link in the description box of this video, so definitely check that out as well. And yeah, I guess we'll have to. And I can see now why Mike was pushing so hard to get this trivia out this week. He's like, you got to post it this week. You got to post it this week. I was like, okay, the Colts stats, and he wanted to have fun with this one. Clearly. Yeah, bro. I mean, come on, man. I can cut your segment anytime. I'm just saying.
Yeah, anytime.
I mean, he was like begging me this week, please don't cut my segment. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, he's on the chopping block, Mike. So behave yourself. All right, with that being said here, let's move on. And until our next Mike's Fun Facts and Wrestling Trivia that we'll put up here next week, if you're finding us for the very first time, please hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get all the notifications about when we put up new content right here on this channel as well. Did you guys know the answer to this question? If you did, you're a better man than I or woman than I, because we don't watch the Saudi Arabia shows here on the channel. It's blood money, in my opinion. So sorry about that. But anyway, until our next video, guys, take care.
We about to turn it on.